Life is too fast nowadays. With the advent of being able to be in touch with everybody within a half a second, it's crazy. My wife runs two businesses. The demands from her jobs, demand from my jobs keep us busy, almost 7 by 24. It gets pretty boring. You get in a car, you drive to the office, you do your thing, you drive home. You don't really see what's happening. And you come out here and you realize there's a whole area of the world, of existence that is out there that you can use. And our focus is now what's happening here. It becomes something, it's our time. And I can't even tell you what day it is right now. The guides here get you comfortable in the fact that you're in some place that's maybe not familiar to yourself, that you may be pushing your own personal limits. And that's always what I've enjoyed.
It's very apparent to me that the guides all love where they are and what they do. And love being with people too, because everybody's so friendly and willing to work with you on whatever, tending to any needs that might come up. The guides start walking and you start following, and it was just a nice, easy flow, and nobody's babying you along, and we're all adults here, and it just felt really good. I've learned quite a bit, and that feels really good to learn all these things about the glaciers and the movement. That's what I think was so neat about the hiking, was that my mom, 75, and a little bit slower than I am, and me, 50, can come out and enjoy the 3 days together like that. So that's really neat too, very special.
It's such a great experience to see your kids go up in the helicopter, and you know that they're in safe hands, and you know they're going to have the most amazing experience, and hopefully these experiences will last a lifetime, and be with them and encourage them to want to do and explore more things.
How about that?
Amazing.
We have really busy lives. The kids are in 4 activities. There's lots of driving back and forth. It's full on. Come September, it's just crazy. Coming up here, it's interesting talking to all the families. A lot of them are attached to their blackberries, and they've put them away, and they've just actually been present with the kids, and I think that kids know it. The kids always see their parents texting, on the phone, talking, carting them back and forth to their activities, and here they're present. They're just available for their kids, and it's brilliant.
Some of you guys might not know that, but I love the grizzly bear. Okay, he's a really cool guy, and she's a cool girl too. But believe me, he likes to eat a plant called the Western Spring Beauties.
JF was amazing with the kids, as all the guides are, but JF was he just had a really special way with kids, and it was a big, huge classroom, and he made all of the little things that you may walk past, a flower or what have you. He had a story for everything, and he really brought those kids in and made it really exciting.
4, 5, 6, 7.
The most favorite was the zip line, for sure. The kids were it's so exhilarating, and going over top of the waterfall, that was spectacular.
Alex was looking most forward to the swing line right here, so it was exciting to watch him go across. Little sister did it even better. It's a neat thing for a parent to watch this too.
How was it? Great. Yeah? Did you get scared? No? Not at all?
Hey! of the things that I love about Bodacious is there's a certain kind of woman that comes on those trips, and they just are up for stepping outside the box a little bit, and they have a sense of adventure. And I see Bodacious as being a celebration of women of all ages and stages. The whole roots of Bodacious are one of friendship and this incredible connection.
And that's, I think, one of the blessings, one of the big blessings of this trip are the connections we make with one another. And I mean, I've made some, I would call my best friends out of this trip, and it doesn't get much better than that.
I mean, we live in the city and we're always on the go, and then you have this wonderful opportunity to get out of the metropolis that we live and work in and escape the everyday stresses of life, and then you get plunked into the middle of probably one of the most beautiful places on the planet. It's the 3 or 4 days of my life every year where I get to be the explorer I've always wanted to be. I get to feel like I'm an explorer. I'm discovering new things. I get treated like a queen. I eat like a king, and there's no expectations, and there are no demands on you. There's no judgment. It's the most beautiful thing. If you could recreate that in everyday life, you'd have a really happy world, I think.
For me as a guide, the most rewarding part is seeing the looks on people's faces when they're getting off the helicopter and we've flown up to a high place and we get out and the helicopter flies away and it's silent. It changes their lives. And it changes it from the heart, not from the head. It allows people to unplug from their everyday lives and to refresh themselves.
You know, you get in that magical setting and women connect and they just drop all their guard, and we're there. We have nothing to think about except what's the next fun thing we're going to do. And for me, it's just really, really special. And the magic of the trips for me is the women on the trips, and I bring those women home with me. And on my bad days, I just think of being out there with such special people, and it's just an incredible opportunity, and it's hard to put in words.
I'm Bruce Howitt. Been a mountain guide for 30 years and in the Bobby Burns for 20. The glacier trip that we have, I have never heard of anything quite like that. It's absolutely beautiful, from the rock formations to the way the water flows and the flowers. It's amazing. I started with zip lines and then did the Via Ferrata, and then we built a 2-story rope course. And we put our own style to it all, trying to create a bunch of different experiences that are a bit challenging and a bit of adrenaline and a lot of fun.
You know, fear, it's a funny thing. It grabs hold of you and it paralyzes you. And there's a few times on this trip where I thought there's absolutely no way that I can do this. And, you know, the guides are so amazing. They're encouraging words or a hand on the back to let you know that, you know, there's no going back. You've come this far and you're going. And, you know, it's nice to do that in an environment where you can kind of share your fears and not be, you know, it's a safe place and everybody rallies behind you and is supportive and they're just so encouraging. It's brilliant.
This whole trip is awesome. Views, camaraderie, incredible experience.
I got more than my fair share of adrenaline rush. I was way outside my comfort zone. I was relieved to get to the top. I was tired, exhausted, sore, really happy I got there. And I felt safe the whole time I was there. I knew that they were taking care of me.
I'm exhausted. Look over here.
I love the rappel. I love the rappel. It was like your job. You're there and you have to accomplish one step at a time. You have to get that done. There's no bailing. The guides were amazing. They made me feel very confident and safe. They were just wonderful about that. And they were there with me, coaching me all the way. There was always seemed to be a guide at the very difficult points to tell me when to clip on and where to step. And I really appreciated that. And I would look at the top from the bottom and think, I can't possibly do that. But I did that. And once you're there and it's fantastic.
Thanks.
I don't want to have any regrets in my life. So I'm doing it all now.